Welcome back to another food review, guys. So it's a breakfast review and I've gone to Wimpy. Now, Wimpy seem to be disappearing all over London. They do seem to be very few and far between. Anyway, so I have gone for a breakfast muffin. Let me show you. So there's no fancy packaging. It's just a white paper bag that it comes in and a styrofoam box. Okay, here we go. There you go. So it is just a breakfast muffin. It is still very nice and hot. I guess it's their version of the McDonald's breakfast muffin that they do, and also Popeyes. Now, I've had the McDonald's one and I've had Popeyes, but I haven't tried a Wimpy breakfast muffin. Let me take it out of the box. So here's how it looks. It's a toasted English muffin. You can see that that's been toasted with a fried egg in that circular shape like McDonald's. And there should be 2 sausage patties in there too. The flat ones like McDonald's with a slice of cheese in the middle. So it looks okay, I guess. It is very calorific, so if you are on a diet, then you wouldn't be getting one of these. There doesn't seem to be any ketchup or any sauce in there, actually. I did ask them to put ketchup in it, but they must have forgot. So I imagine it's going to be quite dry without the condiment, unless I have some sauce in the car. So the only sauces I have in the car are from McDonald's. So sweet and sour or a barbecue. The barbecue might actually come in handy. But let me try this without any sauce first. Let's go. So it is quite dry. There isn't much flavour. It is missing the sauce. The actual sausage patty tastes quite oily as well. There isn't really much flavour. There's no herbs or anything like what you would get from the Popeyes breakfast muffin or even the McDonald's English muffin. Let me give it some barbecue sauce because that might uplift it a little. Let's see if McDonald's saves the day. Right, so I will just dip it in that barbecue sauce. Oh. Let's go. Now that's so much better already. All it took was some of that barbecue sauce. It doesn't taste as oily now. I guess the oil is being masked by that sauce. Let me go in again. Oh. So it's not the best breakfast muffin. And I can see why Wimpy might be closing down quite a few of their branches, especially if they're open for breakfast. I can't see many people heading over to Wimpy's for their breakfasts anyway. I know their lunch menu or their burgers and stuff are very tasty, but that isn't the case for their breakfast muffin anyway. You're better off going to Popeyes, which I did rate highly in a previous vlog. This does not compare to Popeyes. So between all of the breakfast muffins that I've tried, so that's the McDonald's, the Popeyes and the Wimpy's, Popeyes is still going to get my highest verdict, okay? I won't be rushing back for their breakfast muffins at Wimpy's. And it was a similar price to the Popeyes and McDonald's variety. My voice is going funny. I do apologise. Maybe I should have bought a drink. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to get a 6. So it's a 6 from me for the Wimpy's double sausage and egg English muffin. I will put the price on the thumbnail because I'm not too sure of the exact cost. But I do know that it was around about the same cost as the McDonald's and Popeyes version. So you're better off going to either one of those. They didn't have a very big variety of things on their breakfast menu either. But I did get... What else did I get? Oh, 2 hash browns. So that is just like a typical staple on the menu at breakfast time in the UK anyway. Let me just give it a taste. It definitely feels crunchy. I can smell the oil, and from looking at that hash brown, I don't believe it's been overcooked because it is quite a deep golden colour. I feel like maybe their oil is quite old at the Wimpy's. Maybe they haven't changed the oil in a few days, and they've been frying a lot of chips and a lot of hash browns and reusing that oil, and that is what's given it that deep golden colour and that very bitter oily smell that I can smell as well. Let me taste it. So it is very oily. You can see the grease on my fingers. They did pack napkins though, which is just as well because Wayne, I forgot to bring the roll of napkins to leave in the car. But like I said, just as well, Wimpy's put napkins in the bag. So they do taste oily and the oil tastes old. It's got like a burnt, bitter taste to those hash browns. I can see why they're closing down. Maybe they're not getting enough business, the Wimpy's, so they can't afford to change the fryer oil more regularly. So they are literally reusing that oil to save on costs. That is such a shame. Hash browns, you're going to get a 3 out of 10. That's it from me. Let me know if you've tried the Wimpy breakfast before and what your thoughts are on that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.